Developing now, it is now just 1 week until the first FIFA World Cup match in Seattle. And Seattle's mayor has reversed course, ordering closed-circuit cameras to be turned on in the stadium district, citing new information about credible threats. Good afternoon. I'm Molly Shen.
And I'm Kelly Koopmans. Already, council members are questioning whether the order goes far enough to keep the city safe. We have team coverage getting you ready for the games. KOMO's Michelle Esteban just heard from federal, state, and county leaders on the safety preps happening now. But first, we want to get to senior reporter Chris Daniels, who is live with what prompted that change of heart. Chris?
Well, Kelly and Molly, I asked multiple elected leaders and emergency operations leaders as well today about whether they knew of any credible threat, given what Seattle Mayor Katie Wilson described as a reason for turning on these cameras, and the answer was no. But it is what is being cited by the mayor as a reason to turn on more than 20 cameras nearby. Seattle's Emergency Operations Center has been using traffic cameras for years during major events and will continue to do so when the World Cup begins in earnest in Seattle next week.
In terms of the cameras that were just recently turned on, that will be managed at a different location other than the command post.
Those cameras, part of a city CCTV pilot, have become a political hot potato after Seattle Mayor Katie Wilson initially suggested they'd only be turned on if there was a credible threat during the World Cup. Late last week, she had a change of heart.
There have been credible threats?
No, I know that there's a large amount of safety precautions that we're putting in as a city, and I don't want to scare the public because it's going to be safe for the World Cup.
Yet Seattle Council President Joy Hollingsworth and Council Public Safety Chair Bob Kettle sat side by side to say they were unaware of any specific threat. And while they welcomed the mayor's new position, both showed frustration that Wilson had not followed through on the camera legislation approved last year.
And if you do want cameras, it doesn't mean that you want people surveilled and people to be snatched up off the streets. There's a middle piece here where I know I've been actively trying to bring people to the conversation.
She represents the city now, and she's not a candidate.
Kettle suggested last week he felt the mayor was violating the CCTV ordinance.
We have to get the facts on the ground in the discussion, and that's not happening right now with this technology program.
Hollingsworth said she stands by her vote to expand the CCTV program and believes that it should still be done in neighborhoods like the Central District and Capitol Hill. The Emergency Operations Center that you saw there will be hosting 50 different state, local, and federal agencies, including the FBI and King County Sheriff's Department, which will be staffing the anti-drone or the drone defense systems that will be in place here for the World Cup. That's the story here at Lumen Field. Let's send it back to you, Molly and Kelly.
Boy, quite the operation there, Chris. So will those cameras near the stadiums then feed into that emergency operations center?
No, and that's where this gets complicated because the city ordinance called for those CCTV cameras to be fed into Seattle's real-time 911 response center. So that is a separate location. Those cameras not feeding in to the EOC, which will have over 100 cameras streaming back largely from SDOT and WashDOT traffic cameras.
Chris, thank you. Final security preparations are underway to keep fans and visitors safe during the matches, festivals, and watch parties. Today, a coalition of federal, state, and county, along with local agencies, addressed safety preparations and called it an unprecedented undertaking. KOMO's Michelle Esteban joins us now live at Lumen Field, also known as Seattle Stadium, of course, for the World Cup. Michelle, the big question, are they ready?
Yep. Yeah, I asked that question, and let's just say this right out of the gate. They've been planning here not for months, but for years, and in particular, very much so these last 2 years. Yes, they will tell you they are ready, but here's the caveat. They are as prepared as they can be.
Yes, Seattle has pulled off a Super Bowl parade. Oh, wow. Hosted MLB's All-Star Week, but this, a World Cup that lasts more than a month, that's a first.
We're here to discuss the most complex, the largest sporting event, not only in this nation's history, but in the history of the world.
A task that will test the readiness and coordination of all these federal, state, and local agencies who've been working for 2+ years to ensure the FIFA World Cup in Seattle is safe and secure.
They're going to see magnetometers, they're going to see canines, they're going to see explosive ordnance detection, there's going to be robust air security, we're going to have temporary flight restrictions in place.
This Secret Service special agent in charge is also the federal coordinator for the World Cup in Seattle. Their role, help state and local partners in any capacity.
We haven't dealt with anything of this size, but the collaboration gives me comfort.
From the Coast Guard, which will patrol the waterways, escorting every ferry on match days, to FEMA, which has allocated $19 million to defend against unauthorized drones.
We've trained and rehearsed a range of scenarios, and we have identified staging areas in the event that we need to have life-saving teams come into this area.
The Seattle Police Department has incident command and control throughout the event.
There's going to be a very strong police presence at both the stadium area as well as all of our fan celebration sites.
Their officers will be easy to spot in special neon green shirts, and they'll get support from officers from 11 different police departments and help from CCTV cameras, which will now be activated during the World Cup, an about-face decision from Seattle's mayor after she learned of, quote, general but credible threats to safety and security.
Tell me what you might know in terms of a potential threat, but why do you support the decision, and why or why not?
But I think it is a good idea. You know, major events have a lot of associated dangers with them because unfortunately we do have bad actors in the community who are looking to use large-scale crowd gatherings to further their own cause.
Now, the World Cup will impact even those who are not ticketed. They're expecting on match day 65,000, actually I should say 69,000 folks in the stadium, another 30,000 outside at various events. So expect delays. That's one of the big messages that I heard. Manage expectations, give yourself plenty of time, rely on transit if you can, work from home. And if you see anything suspicious, say something. And lastly, and most importantly, if you come down, come to have some fun. That's the very latest. I'm Michelle Esteban. Back to you.
Michelle, thank you. That brings us to our KOMO Pulse poll. Scan the QR code here on your screen to participate. Today we're asking, is the city of Seattle doing enough to keep people safe during the World Cup? You can see right now 14% of people responding say yes, but the majority at 86% say no.
Remember, Lumen Field is hosting 6 World Cup matches. The first one is 1 week from today. That is Belgium facing Egypt. Team USA will face Australia next Friday on June 19th. There's also a round of 32 match scheduled for July 1st and a round of 16 match that is scheduled for July 6th.
With the summer travel season in full swing and that first World Cup game just a week away now, officials at SeaTac are warning travelers to arrive to the airport early. The airport's 8 highest volume screening days of all time happened in June, July, and August of last year. They say June 14th and June 18th could see particularly high traffic volumes, potentially setting new records.
Stay with KOMO News as we track the latest developments around the city of Seattle as we head for the World Cup. We'll have the latest details on our social media pages and online at KOMOnews.com.